thanks, great for being here. And when we signed up for it, everybody forgot to ask, what time slot is the panel actually? We've been sold to we would be the climax of the day, not thinking that it would be a hot day. And everybody is sitting here and waiting for the rosé and the sun deck. So I think what is more interesting, the investor panel or the sun deck and the rosé? We're aiming to keep it in time, but Bas already said to me after our speaker from Bridge was a little bit quicker than he said, we could do 45 minutes, and Bas suggested he does it all on his own. But, I think let's try to what David said, and coming back to some of your opening remarks where you said what your dad said to you, compare and understand. And I think that's what we want to try to do here, compare and understand what we heard, and probably try to figure out, do we need a little bit more courage to invest in the US market? Because we heard a lot of things, and to some extent, we heard a lot of different sectors, all seem to be resilient. So after the first presentation, the money was gone, and then 2 more sectors came, and we heard again it's resilient. So I think where to spend the bloody money, if we have any, and if we want to spend it. But I think we're trying to unwrap it a little bit and thinking about it from a perspective of a SWOT analysis. Looking at the US market, we heard a lot, we started the economics, we touched the different sectors, multifamily, we heard alternatives, office, and then a big part of logistics. So what are the strengths, what are the weaknesses, the opportunities, and threat potentially? I want to ask my panelists to kick it off with, and ladies first. And I'm very proud that we're the only true diverse panel here. They had no lady presentation, and luckily we've got Anja from the advisory board here, so she's got the honor. You may pick strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats. Pick one. What do you want to pick there?
Sure. I'll start with the strengths, taking the easiest one. So I think we've heard a lot this morning, especially of why investing in the US makes sense, and I think a lot of that hasn't changed throughout the years. The strength of the market, the liquidity of the market overall. You have certainly the deepest market overall, which is all great, and a good reason why people have been going there for a really long time. We as a team like overall is also that you see a lot of the market trends coming from the US and then moving into Europe. So if you want to be at the forefront of some of the alternative sectors, we've also heard a lot from Harrison Street today, you want to learn in the US and then later as an investor go into Europe and do the same thing, then that's also a great place to be. Strengths, it's definitely part of an investor allocation overall. When we talk to our clients in terms of how the split regionally should be, it's generally overexposure in the US for a number of reasons. We can talk later a little bit about why that rarely ever happens from a European perspective. But I think overall it's just where I'm going to keep it.
Michel, what do you want to... Weaknesses, opportunities, threats?
Call it a threat or a weakness, but that's the market today and the fact that we are facing a denominator effect.